As domestic football in Europe and around the world draws to a close, focus switches to the international scene. In this video, we're looking forward to the European 2020 qualifying campaign, and we're going to take a look at Group C. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to the old European 2020 qualifying campaign, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, get you bang up to date with all things 2020 European qualifying campaign, Blackburn Road, and world football. We're going to all here under one roof. Now let's jump into the thick of things and take a look at it. Now before we jump into the predictions of Group C, we're going to take a look at the countries that will represent Group C. And kicking us off, Belarus are in this group. They are ranked 78th in the FIFA rankings. Also joining them will be Estonia, currently ranked 96th in the rankings. Meanwhile, joining them will be current or last World Cup absentee, big absentee, the Netherlands, currently ranked 15th in the world, and joining their bitter rivals, Germany, ranked 16th currently in the world as of recording. And the last nation joining Group C will be Northern Ireland, and they are currently ranked 36th in the world. Now, like I said on previous videos, the previous groups, the nations are listed here in German. I have put a key on the graphic there to kind of translate it, just in case you're having some difficulty to kind of figure out who they are. And once again, these are my early predictions. I will do match day by match day predictions as and when they come around throughout the campaign and into the tournament itself. So let's get into the thick of things and take a look at my early predictions for Group C. Kicking us all off, it will be the Dutch up against Belarus, and that will be on the 21st of March. And I see the Dutch kicking the campaign off in fantastic style. 4-1 winners over Belarus, and I am going to plough through these because there is a lot to cover. Meanwhile, on the same day, Northern Ireland take on Estonia, and that's going to end up as a 2-0 win for Northern Ireland to get their campaign off to a fantastic start. In the same month, 24th of March, Northern Ireland will take on Belarus, and they will also continue their impressive start, 2-1 winners probably at Windsor Park over Belarus. Meanwhile, a tasty one, this one, the 24th of March, it will be the Dutch up against the Germans. I'll probably have to watch this bad boy. Ended up as a 3-2 win in favour of the Dutch. So the Germans getting off to a terrible start, but the Dutch in good vein, so 2 wins out of 2. Meanwhile, on the 8th of June, Estonia will take on Northern Ireland over in Estonia. Not too sure where that will be played. I'm not too big up on my Estonian cities, but that's going to end up as a 1-1 draw, folks. Everyone at home will take home a point. The Northern Ireland will continue their unbeaten start. Meanwhile, Belarus will take on Germany over in Belarus, and this is where the Germans will kick in 4-1 winners away from home. Continuing in the month of June, Belarus will take on Northern Ireland, and again Northern Ireland will continue with a 2-1 win away from home to continue their unbeaten start after 4 games. So they'll be in good spirits as they enter sort of the deep into the qualifying campaign. Meanwhile, Germany will take on Estonia over in Germany, wherever they play. They play all over the place. 4-0 winners for the Germans, and again, back-to-back wins for them. Continuing into the month of June, on the 6th of June, Estonia will take on Belarus. Important one for these two nations. If they can get a win, it'll give themselves a good old chance to get themselves out of the group. But I see it as a 2-2 draw, folks. Can't separate them. In fact, the rankings, there's 20 places between the two sides. You probably would favour Belarus to get the nod. Meanwhile, Germany take on the Dutch. Another crunch clash, this one. And I see the Germans get revenge. 3-1 winners to make this group very, very spicy indeed in that game again. 6th of or 9th of June. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Meanwhile, into the month of September we go. Northern Ireland take on Germany over at Windsor Park. And I see the Germans continuing their recent revival. 3-1 winners over Northern Ireland to give themselves their first defeat. Meanwhile, on the same day, Estonia will take on the Dutch over in Estonia. And the Dutch will continue their decent campaign, 2-0 winners away from home, but it looks like I think the Germans have lost one, the Dutch have lost one. It's very spicy towards the top of the table. Meanwhile, the 10th of the 10th, big day that day, Belarus will take on Estonia, and again, there is a bit of a change, and I see Belarus coming out on top with a 3-1 win over Estonia to give themselves a bit old boost in that bottom end of the table. Meanwhile, the Dutch take on Northern Ireland over in probably Amsterdam, Eindhoven, somewhere like that. And I see the Dutch bursting the bubble a little bit of the Northern Ireland. So that'll be back-to-back defeats for them. Meanwhile, on the 13th of October, Belarus will take on the Dutch as well over in Belarus. And I see them, the Dutchies, coming out on top there. 3-1 winners away from home. Meanwhile, the same day, Estonia take on Germany. And again, same fixture or same result, 3-1 winners in favour of Germany. Meanwhile, on the month of November, Germany take on Belarus. We're in the back end, the home stretch here, and the Germans come out on top 3-0 winners with their new revamped Germany. Northern Ireland take on the Dutch, and this is a big one. This one, bit of an upset perhaps. Northern Ireland and the Dutch will draw 2-2 over at Windsor Park. Into the final stretch, the 19th of November. Germany take on Northern Ireland. Have the Northern Ireland any chance to get themselves maybe into the old sneaky back door of qualifying? Not where I stand. 4 winners for the Germans to possibly top the group. Meanwhile, the Dutch take on Estonia to wrap it up. 3-0 winners for the Dutch. Now, what has that done to the table? Here it is, Group C for you. Bottom of the pops will be Estonia. 2 draws, 6 defeats, just 2 points on the board. Into 4th place, it will be Belarus. 1 win, 1 draw, and 6 defeats, and 4 points on the board. Unfortunately, the Northern Ireland will be in 3rd spot. 3 wins, 2 draws, and 3 defeats. 11 points on the board. Not too shabby. But unfortunately, the Dutch and the Germans are in a league of their own. The Dutch will have 19 points, 6 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. And that loss against Germany, who topped the pops with 8 out of 8 games, 7 wins, 1 defeat, 21 points on the board. And again, they top it despite being ousted by the Dutch in the old League of Nations. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things European 2020, Blackburn Rovers related, and World Football. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, and also, while I still have you, make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section below. Who do you think will come out of this group on top and make it to the tournament in 2020? Anyway, I will be back again tomorrow for some more European 2020 action. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.